and I'm here presenting on behalf of a grassroots effort called STARClayton. What we are proposing today is that you help us by standing behind the Board of Education, the Department of Transportation, and their proposed plan for River Dell Elementary School. Help us in our efforts to gain representation that correlates with the growth of our community and to hold the developer of Flowers Plantation accountable for infrastructure required to ensure sustainable and safe communities for our families. STARClayton is a group of community members who originally organized at the beginning of 2015-16 school year to address the unsafe conditions during drop-off and pickup of our children before and after school at River Dell Elementary School. Please reference our resume of the things that we've done to date. As you know, River Dell Elementary currently educates 982 students. Several thousand new homes will be built as part of Flowers Plantation development over the next few years. Initially, we did extensive research in hopes of finding a master plan available to the public for future sidewalks, crosswalks, traffic lights, proper turning lanes, etc., that will be built to make the traffic conditions less hazardous in front of our school with increased development and growth in the area. River Dell Elementary School has been in existence for over 10 years now. We can't comprehend how developers can continue to build homes at an exponential rate when the school and road infrastructure clearly cannot support it. I have personally been here for over a year now, and it appears little, if any, open and transparent coordination or communication is taking place between the stakeholders in this community, most certainly not with parents and community members at large. On February 24th, we attended a 2-hour meeting with Tim Little and Giles Harrell with the NCDOT to discuss a detailed plan they have developed to resolve all immediate traffic safety problems that we had been fighting so hard to achieve. Their responsiveness and genuine interest in assisting us was refreshing. You can reference the map of River Dell Elementary School. The only possible roadblock to this plan was that Flowers Plantation would have to agree to convert the existing road into River Dell Towns from private to public access. It has taken over a month for Flowers Plantation to convey via their consultant, Ramey Kemp and Associates, that they are not in support of utilizing that street for public access. This undermines the efforts of the DOT and further delays the potential shovel-ready project and the funding that Tim Little believed he would be able to secure if the plan was approved. There is a meeting proposed to take place in the next couple of weeks with Ramey and Associates on behalf of Flowers Plantation to discuss alternate plans. However, the feedback we've gotten from the DOT indicates there are no other plans that will correct the traffic pedestrian safety issue. This is the best plan. Through our efforts, and peeling back the layers of the onion, there is a consistent pattern of insufficient infrastructure rooted in the unchecked and unfettered development of Flowers Plantation. From our perspective, the current problems are clear and glaring indicators of pending disaster that will replay of Wake County's challenges. Currently, there are approximately 14,000 people residing in Flowers Plantation alone. That is responsible for 50% of the growth increase in Johnston County, according to the land use study of 2014. Flowers Plantation's master plan forecasts approximately 30,000 residents within the next 5 to 10 years, according to Ramey and Associates' presentation to the county commissioners back in November of 2015. Johnston County is growing at a rate of 750 kids a year. That is a school a year, yet there is no land identified on which to build future schools for Flowers Plantation area. Our assigned schools of River Dell Elementary School, Corinth Holders High School, and Archer Lodge Middle School are all at or well above capacity. Everyone we have spoken to acknowledges the problem of the negative impact on the community, our children's education, and our property values. Unfortunately, there are no sustainable solutions on the table. There are only school expansions that will serve as a band-aid to deal with the existing overcrowding, but it doesn't begin to address the arterial wound of the future growth that requires a tourniquet. The growth management report written by Johnston County Growth Management Committee in September of 2006 saw this coming 10 years ago, and nothing was done to accommodate infrastructure for the growing population or to put a pause on improved developments in order to allow the infrastructure to catch up. There's a spreadsheet from that report provided. Due to our location in the unincorporated areas of Johnston County, residents of Flowers Plantation pay only county taxes. However, we also pay astronomical foundation and HOA fees for infrastructure and services that a town would otherwise provide. While water, sewer, and trash companies provide us service through contracts with Flowers Plantation, we pay for more than the actual usage of water and sewage. In addition, the emergency services and first responders required to support such a large and growing population is simply inadequate. We have reached out to the foundation and their lawyers regarding the need for infrastructure, and the response we have gotten is there are no plans for more schools. There are no plans for sidewalks outside of the village. There are no plans. Although this is exactly what Flowers Plantation is advertising on their website to potential buyers. Plans for more schools and walkability within the community. You can reference the screenshots provided. This and many other marketing ploys brought me here. We have no municipal representation that helps get funding for schools, infrastructure, etc. We are utilizing Archer Lodge Fire Departments and our county sheriff for our police. With a population of 14,000 in comparison to Clayton at approximately 16,000, we are large enough to need that representation. We should be able to count on the elected officials in the county in which we pay property taxes to fill the gap where the developer has failed. Unfortunately, we have hit one roadblock after another because of the power and influence the developer has over the community, the DOT, and Johnston County. Our perception is Flowers Plantation seems to remain exempt from smart and responsible economic growth standards. Through all our research and communications over the past year, it is obvious that the only variable in the infrastructure requirements equation that can be controlled is the speed of the development. We are not saying we want growth to stop. We are saying there is a civic duty of our elected representatives from the voters living in unincorporated portions of this county to ensure the growth is developed responsibly and at the manageable pace, which ensures the safety and education of our children. I just want to say thank you so much for your time. It is greatly appreciated.